Pietta's new Dead Man's handgun. It's a deluxe single action Army 1873, and we are going to review this right now. Pietta's Great Western II Dead Man's Hand is chambered in 38-357, 9mm and 45 Colt. The barrel length is 4 3/4 inches. The revolver comes with color case hardened frame, blue barrel and cylinder, brass backstrap and trigger guard. It is beautifully photo engraved. The grip is white with the famous aces and eights poker hand. So, the Dead Man's Handgun by Pietta. It's a beautifully photo engraved single action Army 1873 design. And of course it has the aces and eights, the legendary Dead Man's Hand that was held by Wild Bill Hickok when he was murdered by Jack McCall on August 2nd, 1876 in Deadwood, South Dakota. Like I said, it's a beautiful gun. The engraving is just perfect, and we're gonna do some shooting with this gun today. Now, if you know anything about my channel, you know that I know single action armies. I take them apart, I examine them. I have several. I've owned 2 Colt revolvers, a 3rd generation and a 2nd generation, as well as quite a few Italian clones. And I'm here to tell you the Great Western II by Pietta is the best. I say that because they come with light actions from the factory, lighter and smoother than both of the Colts that I owned. The notches are properly cut. The deep side is cut to 40 thousandths. The timing is perfect where the bolt drops into the lead just before the notch. The mainsprings aren't too heavy on these, like with a Colt and most single actions that you'll buy. A lot of companies compensate for poorly tuned actions with heavy springs to make the gun work, and Pietta does it right. The hammer's just heavy enough in order to get reliable ignition, and they are very, very reliable. But it's not so heavy that it's clunky and hard to pull. So great action, beautiful gun, and let's do some shooting with it now. You know the story of Wild Bill Hickok's murder in Deadwood, South Dakota on August 2nd, 1876. What's interesting about that is that the day before, Jack McCall was playing cards with Hickok, and Hickok beat him real badly, talked him into quitting for his own good, and even bought his breakfast. And the next day, McCall thanked him by sneaking up behind him and murdering him in the saloon. Another thing that's interesting is that Hickok always selected the seat with his face to the door and his back to the wall. And on that day, none of those seats were available. So he had to sit with his back towards the door, and he tried to talk 2 different gamblers into exchanging seats with him. They refused to do it, and it led to his demise. So just a couple of interesting stories from that. So let's do some shooting with the Dead Man's Handgun. And I only load 5 by habit, so I'm going to take on those top plates. There's 6 of them. I got 5 shots. Very accurate, shoots to the point of aim. You know, a lot of these single action armies, they don't shoot to where the sights are because it saves the company time to just screw the barrel on instead of fine tuning it. And with this gun at least, the sights are right to the point of aim, as they are with other Piettas that I own. Anyway, it's a great gun, it's a beautiful gun. Let's load up again and do some more shooting. Okay, I'm going to try the big plates again. This time I went ahead and loaded 6 up. Now, the Great Western II series is period correct, just like the Colt, in that it has a floating firing pin right in the hammer. Does not have the transfer bar, which I personally like. I like the authenticity, and I don't like the clunkiness of a transfer bar. But because of that, the safe way to carry these, if you're ever going to carry one, is with the hammer down on an empty chamber. And that, I'm really in the habit of that, and I almost never load 6. But I'm going to load 6 to shoot the 6 plates, but I don't carry it like that. So here goes 6 on the plates. Oh man, missed that 6. That's my unlucky shot, is a 6th shot. Okay, let's shoot the small plates. Okay, so we're going to try to show the accuracy of the gun. Now, this isn't from a bench or anything, just handheld. And we're just going to see how small of a group I can pull on there. No complaints there. Now, one of the famous gunfights that Wild Bill Hickok was in was the Hickok-Tutt gunfight. And Hickok shot Davis Tutt from across the town square in an actual fast draw duel. And the distance was paced off at about 75 yards. So we're not anywhere near that distance here, but let's just give it a shot at long distance. You know, one of the cool things about getting a revolver in 357-38 is that you can buy factory loads that are light in the 38, or if you want to get serious for hunting or self-defense, you can buy the 357 Magnums. So I'm going to shoot 5 of those on the big steel there. So there you have it, Pietta's new Dead Man's handgun. It's a beautiful gun. It's been a pleasure to add this to my collection of single action armies, and if you like beautiful single action armies and well functioning ones, I highly recommend you add it to your collection too.